Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.
As Quinn continues to dominate in the virtual reality game, will his rapid growth in power attract unwanted attention? What secrets lie behind the mysterious caped man and his unusual abilities? How will Quinn's experiences in the game impact his life outside of it?
After defeating the student inside the game, Quinn received 25 EXP points compared to his regular 50. This was a large surprise to him, as Quinn didn't expect a fight in the game to contribute to points in his system, but at the same time, this was great news. Due to the heightened security around the school, it would be harder for him to find opponents and draw out their blood. That and the gauntlets he was using a dead giveaway. Although gauntlets were a rare weapon, there were millions of military personnel playing the game. Even if he was to use them, they wouldn't be able to pinpoint it to him. But now that Quinn was able to level up, it solved his current problem of getting stronger without the need of consuming blood. Although he didn't know why he had only received 25 EXP. If he had to take a guess, it could have been because he wasn't fighting these people in real life, or the fact that the opponent he went up against was too weak. Without wasting any more time, Quinn immediately went to search for another game. He set the power level to level 1, that way he would be matched up against easy opponents. An opponent was almost found instantly, and Quinn got straight to work. Rather than reserving his power like in the last game, Quinn decided this time he would just send out a barrage of blood swipes at his opponent. And his plan worked. His first opponent was dealt with so quickly that Quinn didn't even have time to find out what ability he had. 25 EXP gained, 330 of 400. Quinn's next 3 opponents were dealt with just as easy as the other 2. There was an Earth Elemental user who was too slow to cast his spells. He simply avoided the attacks, and then, when he was in range, would unleash the blood swipes. The 2 after that were just as easy as Quinn's previous fights. He would quickly dodge their attacks, and when he was close enough to them, he would spam his skill. Of course, Quinn knew he wouldn't be able to do this type of thing outside the game. After all, this skill had a major setback of reducing his health. If Quinn was ever in the danger zone and then got attacked, he would be dead in an instant. But he just wanted to level up as soon as possible, and after defeating the next 3, he did. 405 of 400 EXP. Congratulations, you are now level 4. Race, Halfling. HP, 25 of 25. 5 of 800 EXP. Strength, 13. Stamina, 12. Agility, 14. For the first time since Quinn had leveled up, he hadn't received a new ability. He somehow had expected this, but at the same time was hoping for something useful. He would just have to keep leveling up and waiting for more skills in the future. Finally, though, what Quinn had wanted had arrived. The reason why he wanted to level up so fast was because of the free stat point received after every level up. Agility 15. He immediately put the point into his agility stat, and now he could finally learn the flash step from the tutorial. This time, while following the tutorial from the blonde man, Quinn was able to follow him step by step along with the video. Unlike when learning the hammer strike, where he had to watch it repeatedly and was unable to do everything, after several minutes of Quinn practicing the flash step, he finally had a stroke of success. "Yes!" Quinn shouted. However, what Quinn did notice was while he was in the White Room on his own, his body would never feel tired. He was able to perform the flash step as many times as he wanted without feeling tired. This did not apply to when he was in a match, though. Using the blood swipe did take up Quinn's stamina. He felt this affecting him after sending out attack after attack during a match. It meant the White Room acted like some type of training room, where they were unaffected by their physical body's restraints. With the flash step learnt, Quinn finally wanted to experience a fight with a tougher opponent. Instead of searching by power level, Quinn decided to select Quick Match and would let fate decide the level of his opponent. In the real world, you wouldn't be able to choose who you went up against, so it was important for Quinn to have experience fighting in all sorts of situations. Then, a few moments later, a match was found. This time, when Quinn entered the arena floor, he could see his opponent standing opposite him. He was wearing a long red cape, and by his side were 2 daggers. Quinn also realized they weren't alone either. There was also a person sitting in the stands watching Quinn and his opponent. "Oh, don't worry about him," the cape man said. "He's just my senior. He's watching me fight so he can give tips." Quinn then tried using his Inspect skill on his opponent to see what power level or ability they had, but there was no luck. The Inspect skill didn't seem to work in the game. But before the match began, Quinn made sure to open up his status screen and decided to leave it open and off to the side. During this match, he wanted to keep a close eye on it. When both of them were ready, the countdown started over their heads. 3, 2, 1, go! As soon as the sound dinged, indicating the start of the match, the Cape Man took out his daggers and swung them out fast. 2 wind blades followed. The attack was similar to Quinn's blood swipe, only the distance the attack could be used was far greater and faster. Quinn then decided to attack with his own blood swipe. The 2 lines of power clashed in the middle and cancelled each other out. A red color! What ability is that? The Cape Man was wondering, and at the same time, the Cape Man Sr. was thinking the same thing. This time Quinn charged forward. His abilities all required him to be used at close range. The Caped Man, seeing this, threw more wind strikes out, but Quinn just replied back with his own blood swipes, but this time sending out 4 of them. When the first 2 cancelled out the wind strikes, the next 2 carried on moving forward. That's when the Caped Man lifted his cape and spun around. The blood strikes smacked into the cape, but there was no effect and not even a scratch left on the cape. Is that beast armor, and a high-level one at that? Quinn thought. The 2 of them were now in punching distance of one another. The Caped Man swung his daggers out fast. Quinn lifted his hands and managed to grab onto the daggers, allowing the blade to just come out from his fingertips. Then suddenly, the aura around the daggers grew, and the wind forming around Dagger allowed the ends of the blade to grow and act more like a sword, piercing Quinn in both shoulders. The Capped Man pulled back and went for another strike. "I don't know what your ability is, but it's over," the Capped Man said. But then suddenly, his dagger had hit nothing but empty air and space, and no one could be seen. As he turned around, a sharp claw penetrated the man's stomach. Then another attack after attack at great speed was tearing his stomach apart, and to finish him off, 2 more blood swipes. 25 experience gained, 30 of 800 experience. The man watching in the arena stood up on his feet as he saw his friend lose the match. The 2 of them so far had been on a winning streak, taking it in turns facing opponent after opponent. The sudden loss had come as a shock to them. That skill at the end, what was that? Then, just as Quinn was about to log out and go find another match, he heard someone call out to him. "Wait!" the man in the seat shouted. "Please fight me!" Quinn had no problem with this and accepted, but unknown to him, the man he was about to face was one of the strongest students from another military school.
With a new challenger emerging, one of the strongest students from another military school, is Quinn ready to face his toughest opponent? Yet, what new challenges and opportunities will arise from this upcoming match? And will Quinn's abilities continue to evolve and surpass those of his opponents? Watch to find out!
Subscribe to the Pocket FM Blockbuster YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notifications. Check out our channel for more exciting shows.
Pocket FM.
To unlock all the episodes, click the link in bio.